Jamaica, I love the plank bar. I respect the plank bar. But I'm going to say tonight to the plank bars. I'm going to say to you tonight, Aunty Donna. I believe in people first and helping people. Aunty Donna, your Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of this country, signed up for a duty. The duty that he signed up for was to see to it that he's held accountable, Donna Marigo. In accountability, Donna Marigo, the very things, Donna Marigo, that are not being done right, we're going to speak about them. So, Aunty Donna, when you ever say leg off for Andrew Wellness shirt, we don't hold on our type and him shirt, but Aunty Donna, to whom much is given, much is expected. To whom much is given, Donna Marigo, much is expected. To whom much is given, much is expected. Aunty Donna, my family tell me, my grandmother tell me, go where you're celebrated. Go where you're celebrated. Aunty Donna, you're celebrating a JLP that doesn't celebrate you, Donna Marigo. Donna Marigo, you're celebrating the Jamaica Labour Party that doesn't celebrate you, Donna Marigo. Donna Marigo, the amount of myriads of things you have done in this country for poor people. You build house, you send much people to school, you give much people groceries, you help out much people, the poor, the indigent, and everybody. But I am going to ask you tonight, Donna Marigo. You are celebrating the very people who don't celebrate you. You are saying, boy, Andre, me a labor at legal fine. I'm going to ask you tonight, Donna Marigo. Has the government, has your Prime Minister ever celebrated or ever acknowledged the work that you have done over the past years in this country? You said to me tonight, Andre, leg off the Prime Minister, as she said on her life. As she said on her life, me a labor right, Andre, but leg off for the Prime Minister. I'm going to ask you, Donna.
Reality check, man, from a year device, you know, it's an aromatic realistic TV. Anyway, without any further ado, don't even have no time for waste. Well, I see where Andre Stevenson was addressing Donna. And, you know, Mr. Stevenson was saying that I think Donna was on her live. And, you know, call out to her and say, boy, Andre must leave off a leg off a Prime Minister shirt. You know, we all know that is Andrew Wellness. But what I'm saying, you know, Donna, you have to stick to your calling and know your purpose. And we as Jamaican and people who are in the diaspora, you understand, just remember that if it wasn't for the people in the diaspora, you would be same place over there in Mountain View. Nobody would know of you. When you come on the scene, you know, you come on the scene as a humanitarian, you know, with your charity. Because you see people in situation and it touch your heart as a human being. And you see where you can make a difference towards those individual life. So you start out with your charity. And the people in the diaspora come to your aid. They find you trustworthy. You know, somebody that they could work with. And you take the videos and you post them out there. And you start to gain traction. And a lot of people start to fall in love with you because of your transparency and the way you go about doing your business. You know, you always have receipt, taking video, show the house, the bed, the food, whatever you do, you always have the receipt to back it up. So you win over the diaspora that way, because the diaspora here was looking for that for a long time. But some of them couldn't find trustworthy people, you understand, to send them hard-earned cash come through. Because we know a lot of people send cash to Jamaica to do things, and it never really do what it was sent there to do. People use it to do for them own business. So it wasn't the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, who see what you were doing and highlight you, knowing that what you are doing, you know, it's the duty of the Prime Minister to do so, you know. And I will tell you why. When the people of Jamaica elect the Prime Minister, they elect the Prime Minister to serve on behalf of every single Jamaican, home and in the diaspora. So if the Prime Minister know that he could not fulfill that job, he should not take it. And if we go to the biblical term, now we're talking about Bible term. The Bible refer to don't do good and make evil speak of it. So if the Prime Minister knows a boy when they go there just go work for the private sector them and uptown and the elites of Jamaica, he should have never taken that job. You understand? And that's why the phrase, don't do good and make evil speak of it. Because the Prime Minister are doing more evil than good. That's why people are speaking up against the Prime Minister. It's obvious to see the bad is outnumbering the good that the Prime Minister have done. So I'm just saying, if the people from the diaspora did not buy in to your charity or your humanitarian work, they would still down there sitting down. Nobody would know about you. Because the Prime Minister of Jamaica and his administration, they didn't know about you. They never highlight you. Knowing that what you are doing is the duty of the Prime Minister and his administration. You understand? What you are doing is the duty of the Prime Minister and his administration. And they never highlight you. So all I'm saying to you, stick to your humanitarian work. Stick to your charity work, because at the end of the day, remember, it's better for you to stay neutral. It's better for you to stay neutral, knowing the kind of work that you are doing. Remember, your donors are JLP, PMP, and independent. And you don't want to turn off no one. You have to remember that and take that into consideration. Your donors are PMP, JLP, and independent. So it's better for you to stick to your humanitarian job. Because as I said before, you're still over there in Mountain View. Nobody knows you or recognize you. But because of your charity work, the people of Jamaica gravitate to you. The people in the diaspora gravitate to you. They see that you were trustworthy and somebody that they could work with. And they start sending the funds so you can go around and help these people. So when you are telling Andre, say, if you leg off for your prime minister, sure. Donna, I want you to remember where you started, where you are coming from, and who was there with you. It was the diaspora and the poor people them of Jamaica. It wasn't the prime minister and his administration. What you are doing, you know, Donna, you are helping the reject, the vulnerable, the deplorable, the underprivileged, the reject, the forgotten of Jamaica. What you was doing or what you were doing is helping those people to get out of the slum, to get out of the gutter. And on the other hand, what the prime minister is doing is tearing them down. Donna, you are trying to elevate those people to get out of their situation, out of the slum, out of the squalor, out of the mud, out of the trench. And the prime minister on the other hand is tearing them down. And I will tell you why, Donna. The same people who you are helping, Ruel Reid, the former Minister of Education, who the prime minister bring to politics or to that job, thief $50 million away from our kids, who mostly use this institution, the reject, the deplorable, the vulnerable, the forgotten, the reject, and Ruel Reid thief $50 million from the education ministry. So you are trying to elevate the poor and somebody who the prime minister introduced to politics and give him that position, thief 50 million from the youth, the poor, the vulnerable, the reject, who you see in that position and you want to elevate and take them out of the squalor, the slum. The prime minister and the other and his administration is tearing them down. Look on a Grace McLean, Donna, who thief for 120 million from the education ministry from the feeding program. And youth in a school can't get a Nutribon or can't get some milk, Nutri-milk. I'm just saying you are trying to build up the reject, the vulnerable, the deplorable, the underprivileged, the forgotten, the nobodies. At the same time, the prime minister who you are defending are tearing down these people. You see where I'm going? The people who you they try to take out of the squalor, the guy them will have them raft up a White River where the prime minister sending police and equipment go take with them raft and cut them up so them can't earn a dollar. Those are the people who you are helping. And the prime minister of Jamaica is tearing them down. The eaglers, the vendors in the street, in the market, selling them tomato, them Irish, them pepper, and name it. The government sending municipal police and insisting dog them to go in and tear them down. The eagler them who they sell them one pants and them shirt and them blouse and them underwear and them little ear and nails and all of those things. The government sending in municipal police and insisting dogs to go in and tear them down. So I'm just simply saying to you, Donna, the people who you are trying to elevate, the people who you are trying to take out of the slum, the people who you are trying to take out of the gutters, the people who you are trying to take out of the trenches so that they can have a better life, is the same people the prime minister who you are defending is tearing down. I have never yet one day hear you come out and defend the poor, the vulnerable, the deplorable, the forgotten, the rejected man of Jamaica. the imploitation, and the injustice. I have never heard you come out and defend these people from this anti-wholeness administration. I have never yet you come out and defend the people from this anti-wholeness administration. I have never heard you come out and say that, Donna. But you are coming out and telling people to let go your Prime Minister shirt. Donna, remember when you were nobody? Remember when nobody no know you, Donna? You and the Prime Minister was in Jamaica. And you turned to a humanitarian work. You turned to your charity. The people in the diaspora buy into your movements with this charity. They find you trustworthy and say, yes, they're gonna work with you. It wasn't the government of Jamaica. It wasn't the Prime Minister Andrew Holness. It wasn't the Andrew Holness-led administration, because if it was for them, you would still up there in Mountain View in your same situation. Nobody would have known about you. Be careful, because as I said to you before, remember your donors are PMP, GLP, and independent. And you don't want to take on politics and turn off your loyal donors. But I'm just gonna say this to you before I go. Remember where you're coming from. And remember who buying to your charity, your humanitarian. Remember, so it wasn't the government of Jamaica. It wasn't the Prime Minister. It was the people in the diaspora that save and rescue you, Donna. It's the people in the diaspora that make you who you are, Donna. Remember that, Donna. And the people who you are trying to help, Donna, the vulnerable, the deplorable, Donna, the reject, the forgotten, the nobodies. Those are the people who you are trying to elevate, Donna. And the Prime Minister who you are defending, Donna, those are the same people the Prime Minister is tearing down, Donna. You understand? I hope you get it and understand. Be neutral. Stick to your charity. Stick to your humanitarian work. Be independent. Because if you cannot defend the people of Jamaica when this Prime Minister have done so much to them, you're not supposed to defend the Prime Minister neither, Donna. Because, Donna, you can't do good for one hand, you know, and then on the next hand you're back evil, you know. You're doing good over here, Donna, but over here, so you're back evil. You're back wickedness. You're back heartlessness. You're back fear. You can't have the both way, my friend. Because remember, you know, the media is out there, you know, and a CVM, TVJ, Nationwide, Gleaner, Observer again, you know. You understand? New media is out there and the people are not telling no lie. Because most of the thing the people are saying, receipt is there to back it up. So you have to be careful, my friend. Or you are toward this politics line. Because as I said before, remember your donors are PMP, GLP, and independent. And you don't want to turn anybody off. Remember that. Remember where you're coming from up by Mountain View. Remember when you was nobody. But it's the people who in the diaspora that rescue you and make you who you are today. Right? And you was doing this on behalf of poor people. So if it wasn't for the poor people, you wouldn't have been where you are today. Remember that, you know. The same poor people, them, you know. Why you are trying to help? And the same poor people, them, your prime minister, why you are defend now, they tear down. The evidence is out there in the ear, my friend. The evidence is out there in the ear. I hope you get it. Anyway, stay tuned to Aromatic Realistic TV. Follow me over YouTube. Like and share. Subscribe. Walk good and live good, Jamaicans. Until then, we chat again, you know. God and good road. I'm out.